Howdy ho, stampers! Today I'm going to show you how to make the magic envelope card. And it is magic because it's a card and an envelope all in one, and it's done, and it's very, very easy. I'm going to show you how to make a couple of labels at the end, but the way you open this up is to just lift this flap, and you just magically open the whole thing, and you have your card on the inside. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need is your Simply Scored tool, which is this piece right here, and I've added the diagonal plate to go along with it. Okay, so here is the arrow. You need that arrow to point to the upper part or it's not going to line up correctly. Okay, so I have my diagonal plate on here. Now you can do this with regular cardstock or you can do it with designer series paper, but so that you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to show you it with my with my regular cardstock, because I think you can see the lines a little bit better. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to line up the top of our piece of paper the short way, okay, because this is 8.5 by 11. The 11 side is going to go down the long way. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the scoring tool that comes with your Simply Scored, and you're going to put it into the 1 5/8 inch mark. And the way I know that it's there is I actually put one of our little markers on it. It comes with 3, but you can buy extras. And in my special on Monday, I will be giving those away to anybody that buys the diagonal plate. So these are the little markers that go along with it. So I put one at 1 5/8, and the best way to do this is to just take your scoring tool, find the little groove, and then just drag it. The most common question that I have with this tool is, do I use the fat side or the skinny side? Well, with cardstock, I like to use the skinny side. With designer series paper, I like to use the fat side, and that's because it's easier and it is less likely to rip your paper if you're using the fat side with your designer series paper. Okay, so we've got this first score, which is 1 5/8. Now what I want you to do is to turn it 180 degrees, and I want you to score it again at the 4 inch mark. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to look at my marker, I'm going to come down, I'm going to wiggle it until I find the groove, and then I'm just going to drag the scoring tool. Okay, now the next part is very, very important. You need to turn this counterclockwise. There's a right way and a wrong way to do this because we want our stamp, that little flap for the stamp, to be on the right hand side. So here we go. Okay, so we've turned it counterclockwise, just 90 degrees, and we're going to find the 2 3/4 inch mark. We're going to put our little scoring tool in there, and we are going to drag it along. Okay, so that's our scoring, that's our score, 2 3/4. The next one is going to be at the 9 1/8 inch. Okay, so I'm going to find my 9 1/8 inch where my little marker is. I'm going to find that, and then I'm just going to drag this. Now I need to turn it 180 degrees. Okay, and we're going to find the 6 1/8 inch. Whoops, my little thing fell off here. Okay, so we're going to go 6 1/8. I'm going to put my little marker there, and I'm just going to take my scoring tool and just drag it along there. Now we have all of our scores done. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is we need to fold it. Now you'll notice on here that there is a fold here, a fold here, and a fold here. That's the 3-fold side. And then we have one that is just a fold here and a fold here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the one, here's a large fold and a small fold. I'm going to take the large fold and I'm going to fold it in, and I'm going to use my bone folder. Then I'm going to take the small fold and I'm going to fold that one in, and I'm going to bone fold. Now this is the 3-fold, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom piece first, and I'm going to lift it up and fold, and then I'm going to take the bottom piece, lift it up and fold, and this is the little piece that you want to come over, and you're going to fold that, and that's where your postage stamp goes to hold your whole card together, your whole magic envelope together. Okay? Alrighty, so let's look at the one that was decorated, and I'll show you some really neat things that I did with that. So let me just show you how to fold it again. Okay, you take the larger one and you fold it over. You take the smaller one and you fold it over. You take the bottom one, fold it up. Now it kind of looks like an envelope. You take the bottom one, you fold it up, and then this one gets pulled over, and that's where your stamp goes. And then your tag will go here. But let's look at the inside and see some cool things that I did on the inside. Okay, so this piece of paper right here, the Cherry Cobbler base card, is 5.5 by 4.25. It's just a quarter sheet of cardstock. Then this piece right here is 5.25 by 4. Okay, it's just your next 1/4 inch marking in there. I then took the greetings of the season and I stamped that in cherry cobbler right over here in the corner. And then what I did was I took Stays on ink and I took the watercolor winter stamp set and I stamped 3 of these on my cherry cobbler paper. I cut them out by hand, and what I did next was I took the scoring tool, and then I took our little mat that we have, okay, and I flipped over the poinsettias so that the stamping is on the other side, and I dry embossed on the back of them to give them dimension when you put them on the card. So I just dry embossed as much as I wanted to, okay? You see the difference between these two? One is flat, one has a lot of dimension. When you put the pop dot in there and you push it down, you're going to get even more dimension because the sides are going to kind of fold out. So that's just kind of a cute, cool little thing that we can do. And then what I did was to embellish it, I just put 3 of our little pearls in the middle, and that is the card itself. Now you're probably wondering what this little tag is right here. Well, now what we're selling is our talking tags. And you have to download on your smartphone the app, okay, which is this app right here, okay, it's called Talking Tag. And then what I did was I recorded a message for my brother and his wife to send to them. So now what I'm doing is I'm just centering that over the tag. Let's scan it. There we go. Now listen.
Hi, Uncle Billy and Aunt Cecilia. We just wanted to say Merry Christmas. We miss you guys a whole lot, and we wish you were here. We love you. Merry Christmas. We love you guys.
So now, instead of just having a magic envelope card, we have a magic talking envelope card. So that is the inside of our card. Now let me just show you a few cute little things that you can do with your labels. So you can take and you can make a label and just cut it out and glue it on, and here we go. You can take and you can make them on the computer, which a lot of people do with their regular Avery label tags or whatever. And you can do that here also. But what you can do is you can just decorate it a little bit. So what I did was I took my, my punch and I just punched along the side of it. I also decorated it by stamping it a little bit. So with this one, I can take and I can put this on here just like that, just like you would, but it's a little bit more decorated. You can do that for the return address also. You can do it with, you can actually do it with any kind of punches. You can do it with your framelits. This one here, what I did was and they do have sticker sheets that you can take and you can use, but you can take and you can use any of your punches and just make it look a little bit more decorative and more fun. And that's what Christmas is all about. The holidays are wonderful. You can do this with anything. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed my post.